Funding for this program is provided by Annenberg CPB to advance excellent teaching.
I'm going to put a transparency up there, and I want you to tell me if it's included or if it's not included in the gross domestic product, and explain why. The first one that I have here is a house that is being built for someone that's already paid the contractors, and they have them building this brand new house for them. The other thing that we have here is a house that was built in, say, 1965, and it's sold. So, John, would this be included? Would it not be included? And explain why.
The first one will be included because it's going to be a final product that's made within this year. The second one won't be included because it was built in 1965, and the GDP only counts things that are produced this year.
Okay. Now, where would it be included in the GDP?
The first one will be included in the investment spending.
Very good. You know, you hear people talking about the GDP, but what is it really? What makes up? What is included and what isn't included? And that's the reason why I like that activity that I used there, because of the fact that it includes items that are not that the GDP doesn't count. Now, the second one here, we have someone who is retired and living on Social Security and taking the easy life, and we have an aircraft carrier with airplanes that the government has purchased to use for national defense. Which one would be included, which one would not be included, and explain why. Hussein?
Retired living and Social Security won't be counted because it's part of transfer of payments.
Okay.
And the second one will be part of GDP because it's part of government spending.
Okay.
Is,
very good. When I was a senior in high school, I found out that I didn't have to have economics to graduate from high school, so I dropped the course. It shows you how things come back later in life to haunt you. So whenever they hired me here at Lake Mary and told me I was going to be teaching economics, I wanted to learn more. So I found out that the Center for Economic Education at UCF was offering this week-long program, and so I signed up for it. And it was wonderful because they just went through the whole process about how to teach economics and gave you a lot of good activities. With the next then you have all these wonderful analytics that show up. And you can see here, right now, the analytics are going crazy because Pinterest is changing some things around. But if you scroll down here, you see that you have your top pin impressions, okay? And so you can see here the impressions, the saves, and the clicks. But let's click on this button, and you can see here how you can change it to where saves is the first thing in the column. Now, to me, impressions are great, but what I really like to take a look at is the saves. That's the number of times people have saved your pin onto one of their boards. And the clicks, that's the number of times they've actually clicked on your pins. Because to me, that's them taking an action. Especially with images. And before I go to the Pinterest account, one of the things that I want to emphasize is as far as the search ranking is concerned with Pinterest, that one of the important things is keywords. Remember what I said. Pinterest is a search engine. It's very similar to Google. And so the things that you would do to get on the Google first page are the same things that you would do to get in the top of Pinterest search. And so with these keywords, you want to make sure that the image file name has those keywords in it. So if you are a place that, you know, is good for family vacations, then you would want to name an image. Let's say it's an image of people playing tennis. Then you would want to name the file Family Vacation Tennis. See, because you're including that keyword in there. Because whenever the search engines are searching, they read all of this. So it's very important that you do that. Also with Pinterest, words on the pin. And because with Pinterest, they have the ability to scan the picture and read any words that are on that image. And so if you put, like with the example that I used, if you put tennis, playing tennis at Kremlin, then you're going to it's going to read that, and that's going to help to move you up in the search on Pinterest more to the top, just like helping to move you to the first page on Google. In your pinned descriptions, and that's something a lot of people don't even bother to write the pinned descriptions, and with your board names and your profile information, you're even in your username. And so when you're naming your account, rather than just putting the name of your company, you want to make sure that you also include a keyword there. And even your URL hopefully has a keyword in it. And so now what I want to do is I want to escape from this and go over here to my Pinterest account. And as I said, this is my Pinterest account, and hopefully all of you can see this here. And if you can't see my Pinterest account, please, please, someone type in the chat box and let me know that, because I want to make sure that you can. And a lot of times when people log on to Pinterest, this is what they see. And this is the general feed of Pinterest. And when you log on to this, what you are seeing are pins of other people. Now, when Pinterest first started out, and you saw this in this feed, the pins that people that were following you had pinned. And so that was why at that point in time there was a real push to have these large number of followers, because you also wanted your pins to go into their general feed. Well, now that happens, but also another thing that happens is that in the general feed, you can, if you look right here, if you can see my cursor right here, and it says promoted by, that is telling you that this is a promoted pin. What that means is that they are paying for an ad. Think of it like boosting a post on Pinterest, excuse me, on Facebook. And so when you boost a post on Facebook, you know, you pay so much per click and all that sort of thing. Well, that's what a promoted pin is. And you can see that it's really pretty unobtrusive, because it's just, you know, there. This is a promoted pin too. But another thing that you will see, and let me find one of those on here real quick.
One of our classes is going to exchange products with the Czech Republic. There is a class in the Czech Republic that is producing a product, and we will import that product to our country, and then my students will sell that product within their company. And we will produce a product that we will export to the Czech Republic, and they will sell it in the Czech Republic. This week, the students and the teacher, two of the students and the teacher from the Czech Republic is here, and we're negotiating, taking a look at the products, trying to decide what product we would like to import, and then they are trying to make a decision about which of our products they would like to import into their country. At the end of March, we will go to the Czech Republic, and at that time, we will exchange products. Myself and two of my students will go to the Czech Republic. We will take our product with us to the Czech Republic, and then we will bring the product back. WAHI is a multifaceted program in which I utilize video programs, the newspaper, and the Junior Achievement Program to enhance high school economics.
Honoring teachers who integrate cable programming into the classroom in creative and effective ways. The Crystal Apple Awards are part of Time Warner Cable's continuing commitment to education.
It's fun, you know, most of the stuff is fun too.
As he progressed with this, it was like he wanted to be here every day. He enjoyed doing his schoolwork, and he was really excited about what they were doing and accomplishing, and also very proud of the things that he was doing.
Now, Javier is inspiring other kids who are at risk of dropping out by telling them they can graduate too.